I am Shervin Jane Palamos, and I will be tackling about digital literacy, cybersecurity, cyber citizenship, netiquette, and internet safety. Hope you enjoy.
Cyber digital literacy, according to Cornell University, defines digital literacy as the ability to find, evaluate, utilize, share, and create content using information technologies and the internet. By this definition, encompasses a wide range of skills, all of which are necessary to succeed in an increasing digital world. Cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is the practice of protecting critical systems and sensitive information from digital attacks. Cybersecurity measures are designed to combat threats against network systems and applications, whether those threats originate from inside or outside the organization. Cybersecurity domains. A strong cybersecurity strategy has layers of protection to defend against cybercrime, including cyber attacks that attempt to access, change, or destroy data, extort money from users or the organization, or aim to disrupt normal business operations. Countermeasures should address critical infrastructure security. Practices for protecting the computer systems, networks, and other assets that society relies upon for national security, economic health, and/or public safety. Network security. Security measures for protecting a computer network from intruders, including both wired and wireless Wi-Fi connections. Application security. Processes that help protect applications operating on premises and in the cloud. Security should be built into applications at the design stage with considerations for how data is handled, user authentication, etc. Cloud security. Specifically, true confidential computing that encrypts cloud data at rest, in storage, in motion as it travels to from the within the cloud, and in use during processing, to support customer privacy, business requirements, and regulatory compliance standards. Information security. Data protection measures such as the General Data Protection Regulation or GDPR that secures your most sensitive data from unauthorized access, exposure, or theft. And user education. Building security awareness across the organization to strengthen endpoint security. For example, users can be trained to delete suspicious emails, attachments, avoid using unknown USB devices, etc. Disaster recovery or business continuity planning. Tools and procedures for responding to unplanned events such as natural disasters, power outages, or cybersecurity incidents with minimal disruption to key operations. Cyber citizenship. Cyber citizenship is the rights, privileges, and responsibilities required of Internet and cellular network users. Cyber rights. Life. Right for fair and reasonable treatment online. In the cyber world, the right to life is primarily about being treated in a civil and respectful manner. This means interaction with people in a considerate, tolerant, and appropriate way. This right also includes freedom from threats to life or personhood. Liberty. Right to basic freedoms. Respect for online freedom should be similar to those enshrined by our Constitution, especially the Bill of Rights. We should respect and expect privacy, safety, and equal treatment, regardless of sex, religion, or sexual orientation. We should also honor others' property. Pursuit of happiness. Right to explore personal interests without undue interference. Cyber privileges. It is a privilege to have access to the internet. It is a privilege to have the technology that allows us to access the internet and cellular networks. Cyber responsibilities. Responsibility is really at the heart of cyber citizenship. To be responsible, we need to be informed about the cyber world. We also need to know about how to remain safe and protect ourselves online. Another area of responsibility is to obey the law, and we are responsible for being considerate and well-mannered citizens. Ways on how to be a good cyber citizen. Understand the technology available to protect your digital identity. Digital security devices give you the freedom to communicate, travel, shop, bank, and work using your digital identity in a way that is convenient, enjoyable, and secure. Consider using a personal security device when going online. Having a personal security device in addition to a password better secures you and your sensitive information. Use antivirus and anti-spyware software. To prevent spyware or malware, use one or two anti-spyware programs in addition to your antivirus software. Teach family and friends about the importance of strong passwords. Passwords should not be family names or numbers that are easily found out like birthday, address, or phone numbers. Get involved in your child's online life. Start young and introduce them to kid-friendly sites you and they can find valuable. Be sure to take the time to discuss the risks associated with the social media with your children. Report cybercrime. If you are being phished, spammed, or a criminal is attempting to commit a crime through email correspondence with you, it's important to know the steps you need to take if you think you may be a victim of cybercrime. Protect your home or small business Wi-Fi network. To make your home or small business Wi-Fi network safe, the single most important thing to do is implement the authentication security capabilities built into your access point and Wi-Fi adapters. If you are a parent, consider parental control systems for internet access on 3G mobile phones. All service providers offer parental control software. The systems are free, easy to install, and give you a choice between several levels of control. If your bank does not provide smart bank card, know the other safe way to shop online. PayPal is a good way to pay online because you do not have to give private credit card account information to an internet retailer that is unknown to you. Don't share information with websites you don't trust. If you are not sure if you can trust a website, look to see if it is certified by an Internet Trust Organization. Importance of Cyber Citizen. Addressing the 21st century skill of digital citizenship is important to help students to learn, communicate, and collaborate safely and responsibly. Being a best digital citizen in the community includes having email etiquette, reporting and preventing cyberbullying, learning how to protect private information, etc. Kathniel Canavel, Coordinator for Educational Technology, Santa Clara Unified School District, says, Digital citizenship is really important for 21st century skills because being a 21st century citizen means that you can collaborate and communicate, and you need to do that not only the people you face with, but also those that you encounter in the digital world. Proper netiquette. Internet etiquette, also known as netiquette, is essential in a civilized work environment or personal relationship. Even though you aren't with others in person, you should remember that they are still there on the other end of your communication. Be nice. The first rule of internet etiquette is to be kind and courteous. Remember that whatever you send from your keyboard or your phone is still an extension of you. Even though you are not with others in person, it's just as important to show good manners online as it was always been. Never flame or rant in a public forum. Learn internet acronyms. As a communication on the internet explodes, so does the use of acronyms. Learn what they mean so you won't misunderstand messages and comments. Keep messages and posts brief. Most people use the internet to save time, so honor that and keep all messages as brief as possible. If you have more to say, try breaking it up into smaller topics. This will force you to be more organized and enable the readers to digest the information in a more orderly manner. Don't shout. Avoid using all caps in any email or post. Some people think that keeping the caps lock button on for the entire message will make it easier to read. Well, it actually does the opposite. It is not only difficult to read, it comes across as shouting, which is rude. Use discretion. Whether you are sending email, instant messaging, commenting on Facebook, adding images to Snapchat, or posting a message to your blog, you need to remember that anything you put on the internet can be there forever. Even if you remove that material, someone may have made a screenshot, copied, or saved it. One rule of thumb many people use is to never post anything you wouldn't want your parents or boss to see. Protect personal information. Since anything you post on the internet is out there for all to see, avoid adding anything personal. This includes your address, phone number, social security number, and driver's license information. You don't want to make things easy for identity thieves, burglars, and predators. Obey copyright laws. Never copy someone else's work and post it as your own. It is against copyright law because it is considered stealing. It is always a good idea to ask permission before quoting anyone, but that isn't always possible. If you want to quote someone, keep the quote short, cite the source, and put the link to the complete written work. Protect children. If you allow your children to access the internet, make sure you know what sites they visit and who their friends are. Monitor all their internet activity very closely. Not only should you protect your children from predators, you need to make sure they don't post something that comes back to haunt them when they are seeking admission to college or looking for a job in the future. Before you click send. It is always a good idea to reread anything you type before clicking the send button. If you have time, step away for a few minutes and come back to it with fresh eyes. For those times when you need to post quickly, at least check your spelling, grammar, and tone of the message. If it is late at night and you are extremely tired, It's probably best to wait until the next morning. You can save most messages and posts in a draft mode. Help others. If someone appears to be new to the internet, offer your assistance. Share information on proper etiquette. Send them a link to a list of the most common acronyms and the emoticons, and offer to answer any questions until they get the hang of it. After you see that someone has posted something inappropriate, let them or her know privately. Never do anything publicly embarrass anyone to know online. Internet trolls. Keep in mind that there are internet trolls out there, looking for their next victim. If you become the subject of their bad behavior, don't respond. Most of the time, these people like to stir things up while hiding behind their keyboards. When they don't get a reaction, they move on to someone else. The 10 Commandments of Teacher Cyber Digital Citizenship. Thou shalt think and edit before posting. Once you post something online, it is forever online. Thou shalt not cyberbully. Always remember the golden rule. If you don't want someone else to say it about you, do not post it about someone else. Thou shalt keep thine identity private. You never know who is looking at your post, especially if you do not keep strict privacy settings on your social media accounts. Never give out personal information about yourself, including your name, address, phone number, school, or city of residence. Thou shalt not steal content. Give credit where credit is due. Make sure you cite your sources when using photos you found online by hyperlinking to the original photo. Thou shalt choose thy photos wisely. If you don't want your grandmother or future boss to see a photo, do not post it online. If your friend may not want his/her grandmother or future boss to see a photo, do not post it online. Thou shalt not post about thy relationships. The content you post online represents who you are as an individual, and your relationship does not define you. Thou shalt not waste thy reader's time. Is it really important for your reader to know that you just got out of the shower or that you just went to the gym? Before posting, ask yourself if the purpose of your post. Thou shalt keep posts positive. People like reading about things that make them feel good, not depressed or angry. Thou shalt not be cryptic. This is another selfish and attention-seeking ploy staged by those who are desperate for attention. Rather than pique interest in the minds of your followers, cryptic posts is simply annoy them and encourage them to unfollow you. Thou shalt handle hacking responsibly. Don't let yourself fall for phishing scams in which big bad internet hackers try to get your login information by convincing you to click on a link that looks too good to be true. Internet safety. Phishing. Phishing is a cybercrime in which a target or targets are contacted by email, telephone, or text message by someone posing as a legitimate institution to lure individuals into providing sensitive data such as personal identifiable information, banking and credit card details, and passwords. The information is then used to access important accounts and can result in identity theft and financial loss. Common features of phishing emails. Too good to be true. Lucrative offers and eye-catching or attention-grabbing statements are designed to attract people's attention immediately. For instance, many claim that you have won an iPhone, a lottery, or some other lavish prize. Just don't click on any suspicious emails. Remember that if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Sense of urgency. A favorite tactic among cybercriminals is to ask you to act fast because the super deals are only for a limited time. Some of them will even tell you that you have only a few minutes to respond. When you come across these kinds of emails, it's best to just ignore them. Sometimes they will tell you that your account will be suspended unless you update your personal details immediately. Most reliable organizations give ample time before they terminate an account, and they never ask patrons to update personal details over the internet. Hyperlink. A link may not be all it appears to be. Hovering over a link shows the actual URL where you will be directed upon clicking on it. It could be completely different, or it could be a popular website with misspelling. Attachments. If you see an attachment in an email you weren't expecting, or that doesn't make sense, don't open it. They often contain payloads like ransomware or other viruses. Unusual sender. Whether it looks like it's from someone you don't know or someone you do know, if anything seems out of the ordinary, unexpected, out of character, or just suspicious in general, don't click it. Information security. Information security, or InfoSec, is concerned with protecting information from unauthorized access. It's part of information risk management and involves preventing or reducing the probability of unauthorized access, use, disclosure, disruption, deletion, corruption, modification, inspect, or recording. If a security incident does occur, information security firm professionals are involved with reducing the negative impact of the incident. Note, information can be electronic or physical, tangible or intangible. Information security is achieved through a structured risk management process that identifies information-related assets and the threats, vulnerability, and impact of unauthorized access, evaluates risk, makes decisions about how to address or treat risk, avoid, mitigate, share, or accept. When mitigated, selects, designs, and implements security controls, monitors activities, and makes adjustments to address any new issues, changes, or improvements. What are internet scams? Internet scams continue to evolve and can vary widely. The term generally refers to someone using internet services or software to defraud or take advantage of victims, typically for financial gain. Cybercriminals may contact potential victims through personal or work email accounts, social networking sites, dating apps, or other methods in attempt to obtain financial or other valuable personal information. Examples of internet scam. Romance scam. Online dating can be a good way to connect with potential romantic partners, but cybercriminals have started using this method in attempts to defraud unsuspecting victims. Overpayment scam. The transaction might seem legitimate at first. Someone responds to your online advertisement and arranges to pay for an item you are selling.
That's all, and I hope you learned something. Thank you.